Well, it's been a bit of a while since I've done one of these little videos, but I thought, seeing as everything's sort of blown over a bit, I thought I'd might as well get going with the vlogs again. Last time I opened one of these, I mean not opened, sorry, uploaded one of these vlogs, we had our grass mower stolen. I still haven't gotten that back. The police have basically chalked it up to a loss, and I have gotten an insurance payout for that little incident because I am insured for all this stuff. But the loss of the ride-on mower was only the beginning. And I'll tell you that for now. Because I'll just jump into the Land Rover Defender here. Things just got worse. A lot worse. Firstly, our cereal fields down here, our two cereal fields, I believe it was in more or less in about late autumn. Our entirety of our cereal fields, well, they more or less got flooded, so I did have to, with some help from a local contractor, I think it was yesterday we did it, we had to re-drill the entirety of our rye crop, but I was luckily covered for that as well, and I think it does need a run of fertilizer as well. I'll have to check it, but all this field flooded really badly. Literally, I believe it was, we'll just drive down to the bottom here. All down here was flooded, all down here, just all of this up to, I believe it was like I remember the water being well over this little blue box thing here. It was about a good 1.5 foot over, and obviously it had spilled off onto the road a little bit, and the village and the village over there and the town was hit pretty bad as well, probably worse than my place. But this field got it the worst because, well, guys, this has been a long time coming. 2 months overdue, so we are finally back. As you can see, it's been a bit of a while since I last made one of these videos, but I finally decided on picking up the camera once again and recording a vlog for you guys. So a lot has changed. I managed to get the insurance payout for the Case IH ride-on lawnmower that got stolen. I haven't found a replacement yet, although I am going to replace the I for Williams triaxle trailer that was also lost with it as soon as possible. As for other works, might as well update you on what happened after the day that my ride-on mower got stolen. After that, it rained, and it didn't stop raining for well, it didn't stop raining until about, I'd say, about the 8th of well, the 8th of January, I believe. So yes, so this grass field here, I'll might as well show you it. This haylage field's gotten pretty badly chewed up by the tractors as that were coming in and out. Another thing that happened, which I'll quickly jump in the Land Rover and show you, is the all of our fields, because there was just that much rain hammering down on it, it completely washed away all of the seed before it had time to germinate. So we've had to replant everything, which I will go show you now in the old 2.2 litre Land Rover here. It's still fine. This car's been a good little run around for me, but I'll quickly go and zip down here and show you. Yeah, so I had to buy in some more seed and completely replant the both these two fields along with the other 3 fields up there, which I will go and show you as well. I will go show you the other fields I had to replant as well, but we have made a few more purchases as well, although nothing major like a new tractor or cultivator or combine or whatever. I did go to a farm auction just after I got my payout for the insurance on the ride-on mower, and I came back, instead of with another ride-on mower, I came back with about a dozen pressure washers, a dozen second-hand Karcher pressure washers, which I've scattered them all across the farm in useful places, but the rest of the pressure washers I've just stuck here for now until I find spaces for them. But I will go and show you the other field. I ended up putting the hedge back in. If you don't remember, we had a hedge here. I'll just walk across the road. The hedge wasn't originally here. It was all one field, but I decided to, like I said, reinstall the hedge, reinstate the hedge, because it did help with the drainage a bit, because it basically, what it was doing was the water was running all the way from the top of the field all the way down to the bottom, and it completely flooded it, and I ended up just cutting my losses and reseeding it all. But that's all been good for now. And also down here I did actually record the footage of me getting all these fields turned over and ready to go, but so we now own this field. I bought it, I believe, on the 6th of January, and I also bought this field as well, and I also bought the field next to that field, 25, 26 and 28. They're all ours now, because I've been trying to get some more grass fields to replace the one grass field we lost when we put the sheep on it. But as far as the sheep are concerned, they did pretty well. They were pretty hardy when it came to the storms that we had, because we just had this series of massive storms that more or less devastated everything. And I will just show you this one other field as well. It's just down here, and I'll quickly go take the car down there just so I can show you it. But if you don't remember, we had a field down by the lumber / rail yard, which we had on a bit of a contracted lease. During, I'd say it was on the 4th of December, it was the 4th of December this happened, but the storms had basically whipped up a huge tidal surge, which I believe it covered this whole entire area, this sort of lower half of the Sandy Bay town in... okay, that gate's locked, so we're going to have to go around the off-road way. Luckily we're in the vehicle for the job. Okay, we're going to have to quickly go in the drink. So basically what happened was, to this field, I did mention this, the storm had whipped up a massive tidal surge which just basically wiped out this entire field, and all that's really growing in it now is weeds. So I ended up having to cut my losses and terminate the contract with the rail yard, because it was a good 3 foot deep all the way up to the cliff edge there. It was kind of scary to look at, but like I said, that got flooded. All the houses, all their basements got flooded, and a couple of the ground floors of the houses closest to the sea, they also got flooded. Yeah, so it's been a pretty hard winter, but we're over the worst of it now. Like I said, it's finally today is actually the first day it stopped raining, because like I said, even if it had even on the good day, it was just showering every now and again. But yeah, what else has happened? I'm gonna have to recall everything, because we also replaced a few odds and ends. We've bought and sold a few bits and bobs. I can't remember quite off the top of my head what, but if you remind me in the comments, and I'll be sure to tell you in a episode or two. But because I lost the footage of us ploughing up and seeding the grass in fields 25, 26 and 28, I've sort of lost what I was going to show you in this video. So what we are going to do is quickly park up out of the way somewhere and jump into our old reliable 5613, and no, that's not it. This 5613, like I said, we've managed to get a replacement for the Hyper-Williams triaxle. That was quite easy to source, because the dealers sell them brand new, and they're actually got a good one-ish grand off not the ice price, the asking price. So that's all well and good. I'm also starting to get a little bit of wool off of our sheep as well, so that's been quite useful as well. I'm currently stockpiling it in the barn. What else has happened? Yeah, I wasn't the only one that got flooded. My neighbour, the neighbour with the 2 Ford tractors, the one we borrowed to seed the fields last year, just before the mower was stolen and the floods came rolling in, and yes, he got hit pretty bad as well, because he's in a slightly lower part of the valley. He had a good foot of water in the middle of his yard, along with the whole bottom floor of his home was completely flooded as well. We were helping each other out. I had an old red water tanker, if you don't remember it, that I used for watering the sheep before I got the proper watering system installed. I've given that to him to sort of drain all the water away and go pump it back into the sea or wherever, just to try and help him out a little bit. So that's where the red tankers ended up now. As for our fleet of tractors, none of them have changed, none at all. A few vehicles to mention, we have driven past them a couple of times in the old 5613 here. The Massey Ferguson 3000 series, our 3090, I did mention just before our mower got stolen and the floods came rolling in. The 3090, I managed to give it a little respray, managed to get the roller out and the spray cans out, and I managed to give the old girl a touch up, mostly because the paint was flaking everywhere and it just looked awful. I also have installed this on the front. It's a 3-point linkage. It's the front 3-point linkage that had that was an absolute pain in the bum to install, but I've managed to do it so I could run front and rear mowers on this tractor if I want now. I don't think it'd take a set of triple mowers. I think this thing is way too small for that. If I was going to use a set of triple mowers, I'd use it on the 7700 or bigger, because the 7726 will easily it'll leak through a set of triples, so that shouldn't be a problem. But we don't have triples at the moment. We just have the I believe we have a Kern, that green mower we sometimes put behind the John Deere 6155R, and along with the little Crone one goes behind the 35. But as for that Crone one, it's kind of rotted. This is a bit of a funny story. The Crone mower we used to own, it sort of snapped in half when I lifted it up on the 5613. Basically it had completely rotted away. I'll quickly just jump over here and show you it. Well, I don't have it anymore. I ended up sending it for scrap. But basically what happened was, I'll show you on this mower as an example. The frame just here that sort of connects the two drums of the mower together, that had rotted, and on that day it just rotted just enough that it couldn't support the weight of the rest of the mower. So the cutting deck itself literally snapped in half, so I ended up having to scrap it, and that's what happened to that mower. As for the 6155R over here, this thing's been doing some odd things for the past, I'd say, well, ever since the flood started. It's been doing some weird things. Its clutch went for some reason. It needed a new clutch, which cost me quite a bit. It then needed its engine retuning after the new clutch sort of messed everything up inside it. Then afterwards the computer, I'll just show you it in here, the computer just here, the sort of the GPS computer pad here, that for some reason then decided to go full blue screen of death on me, and I had to get a John Deere technician in on that front. But problem is, it's been nothing but a pain up the bum for me, that 6155R. It's yeah, it's been having a lot of problems, but I think we've ironed them all out now, so it should be good to go for haymaking in this season. Get some more hay bales for the sheep, or do some silage for a little bit of extra income. But speaking of hay and straw, I'll just go in here and just show you the fact that I managed to tidy the place up again. If you remember, there was a bit of an incident in here with lots of bales being basically everywhere, so we've sorted all that out now, so that's always a good sign. As for the old tiller here, and along with the trailer here that used to belong to the Case IH compact tractor that was indeed stolen from us, I'm just going to keep that and just see if there's I don't know, it's just the sort of thing I don't really want to sell in case I get another compact tractor, and if they fit, I'll obviously keep them, and I don't really want to be spending yet more money on yet more stuff. As for the combine here, I didn't really manage to get any snow ploughing done, mostly because it did nothing but rain last year, so this thing couldn't really do any snow ploughing, so this has sort of just sat there sort of ever since. As for the header, that's just here ready to go. The 7810 Old Faithful here, I'm starting to nickname her. She was quite good, especially in the floods. She was sort of going around rescuing people's cars and just sort of doing as much as it possibly can for the community. And yeah, so I've got a couple of bits to deliver to the neighbour, and I'll might as well go show what's happened to his place, but it looks more or less the same, so don't be surprised. So I'll just unfold the rear here and quickly, I know I stored him in here. He asked me just to bring down a couple of spare tools I had. He ended up buying a few old tools off me, just a few bits and bobs that I really had no need for, and I was cleaning out the workshop to make room for more parts for the old new Holland here, which has been sort of just sitting here doing nothing, and I haven't really had much chance to do any work on it, but I did manage to install a 3-point linkage on it, so it's basically had the same treatment as I did the masses. But the thing is, I am just waiting on a couple more parts that got delayed because of the floods to come in, and then we'll be able to strike that fear up in either today's episode or maybe the next episode, episode 22, or wherever we get to. So I'll go deliver these parcels to the neighbour, and I'll talk a bit more about the 6155R. Yeah, so that thing's basically been giving me a lot of problems, but the issue is that John Deere won't give me the access codes to look up all the diagnostics and tune the engine up and do all that, because they're worried about the CO2 emissions. But I know what they really want to do. They're just trying to monopolise the repairs, at least on their new style tractors. Obviously they can't really monopolise the repairs on the 7810, mostly because the 7810 is completely mechanical, more or less, barring the lights in the dashboard. So yeah, so I'm not too sure about that 6R, but it's currently under warranty, so my plan is to try and keep it on for haulage this year, so I can sort of maybe try and make some more money before the inevitable happens. But we're at my neighbour's now. As you can see, I ended up moving that yellow trailer that the New Holland was hooked to when it was spending its life down in the bottom corner of that field there. But I'll go and deliver these bits to him and see what he has to say. I haven't talked to him since we were struggling to try and... Yeah, so yeah, we're here now, so I'm going to have a little talk to him. I'll just drop these parts off here. That little grey Ferguson tractor he bought just before the floods. He had just bought it in as a little project of his, but he's haven't really had much time to work on it. But I'll go and see if there's any news about Out and Out, and I'll get back to you when I do. Well, I was chatting with the neighbour, and apparently a guy has managed to move into the whole farm, and this is one hell of a story. But last year and the year beforehand, there was a large farming enterprise, a large farming empire, which used to own all these large fields here, all these this field and then the field beyond that. They used to own all those fields, they used to own all those fields up there, and they also owned a couple of fields down the back of me, but the due to the floods they completely destroyed all of their crops. They basically went out of business. They owned 2 farms in the Sandy Bay region. They owned Willow Farm and a place that's more or less down the back of my place, more or less. But they've been selling some of the land. Some of it was bought by me, aka 25, 26 and 28 was theirs, but now I own them. So they also owned Willow Farm, which was now bought by, which I believe still up for sale if anyone's interested in buying a out of gone out of business farm, but this farm up here, which I believe they had pigs at before they had fallen by the wayside, that has actually sold to someone now. I'm not too sure how much, but I think the asking price was something in the region of a couple of £100,000, but a new person's bought that now. The new guy's bought that, according to my neighbour, and I'm just sort of popping round just to say hello, and if he needs anything just let me know. So, you know, just try and be neighbourly and friendly and all of that sort of jazz. So, okay, if I remember, you just turn off here, and then it's just off down this road. And you can just about see the one of the buildings that is sort of part of the farm, and we'll pop and say hello to him, and we'll just sort of see what kit he's got, and sort of eyeing up the competition a little bit, if that makes any sense to me. Oop, there goes the Formula 1 milk truck, king of the road. So I'll go stop at his little place and see what he's up to. So seems to have seems to be a bit of a Deutz Fahr fan, it seems, and yeah, I think this is where he is over here. Hello, anyone about? I think the where's the door to this place? Ah, there it is. Well, I've had a chat with him, and he said thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for bothering to come. So yeah, he sort of tried to make him feel a bit more at home and sort of welcome into the community, and I said if he needs any work doing to just let me know and I'll come round with my fleet. But I think he's pretty much sorted. He's got a good fleet of tractors. He's got a pretty nice combine as well, a Starliner Deutz Fahr combine. I've never heard of a Starliner combine. I know Deutz made a vehicle called the Topliner, and I thought that was their sort of main combine, but it seems they did a little baby version of it called the Starliner, so I'll see if I can get myself turned around in here, and we'll head back to our place. That's, I believe, all the news that's happened. Not too sure if anything else has or not, but yeah, there used to be a used to be a bit of a sort of a little business here, but that all got demolished after I believe it was part of this tree here. There was a big tree that used to be sort of in and amongst all this lot, and that all fell on it, and that was a complete insurance write-off, and it ended up having to be demolished. So that was another lost cause. But like I said, a lot of businesses have been falling by the wayside recently, and even we've been struggling to keep up, because we've had to sell all of our grain just to sort of keep above everything all. And like I said as well, our fields, they had to be re-drilled, and because also what was down in those bottom fields, if you don't remember, is a seriously £3 fine for driving over 30 miles an hour while my speedometer says 30 miles an hour. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll might as well head back to Homestead and see what sort of anything else, if there's anything else that needs reporting. So here we are, Sweet Home Sandy Bay Farm. Another thing to mention as well is the beehives that were kept down the bottom here have all been sort of moved to a well, they were all sort of decimated when the flood hit, so I sort of am still in talks with the Beekeeper Society about trying to get them back again. So I'll see what becomes of that, although that'll probably be in the next episode as well. But probably the next thing we'll be doing is probably first cut silage. So sadly, no sort of major farm work has been done. Sadly, it's sort of just all been just sort of news updates and sort of just giving you the lowdown on the situation. But hopefully this sort of season will maybe be a bit nicer to everyone on Sandy Bay. So we'll see what the future holds. So thanks ever so much for watching this episode, this proper episode 21, sort of this sort of news update video. But yeah, so hopefully in the next episode we'll be getting back to sort of the normal swing of things, and we'll yeah, and we'll leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. And anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.